that means? It's the Power Hour. Baco Motorsports Power Hour. Mike Griffith here, longtime Bakersfield, Californian motorsports writer. And I mean long time since Lewis isn't here.
Long time.
Like a handwriter? Like you
Stone.
started.
I used in Stone. And
Chisel.
Peanut Gallery has already started.
Yes, it has.
Over to my right.
Yeah.
The camera can go back to Mr. Steve Hughes.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Mr.
Morning,
Hughes.
Mike.
And to my left, we've got Derek Thorne, race car driver extraordinaire.
Howdy.
Brian Olsland, insult hurler.
No,
From the Spears SRL Southwest Tour. Good guy.
thanks for having us on.
How you guys doing?
Good, real good.
Doing
It's
good
race
for-
week, man. It
It's
has
race
to be
week.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's calm
Race
before the
week.
storm. Or actually,
Yeah.
it's the storm before the calm.
I guess so.
Yeah, we're not
That-
saying the storm or the R word.
And that will be this weekend, Saturday, Kern
Yeah.
County Raceway Park, the spectacular fall, third annual fall.
You want me to help you out there, Mike? Because
Fall,
I can
whatever
help you
it
out.
is. Help me out.
It's the third annual Bulwark FR Fall Shootout. Okay,
That's a mouthful.
That's the title.
He was
And-
practicing over there
Yeah,
before he came on.
I was, absolutely. And action-packed weekend for us. It's our final race of the season out there at Kern County Raceway, and so happy to have the Spears Southwest Tour Series back for their second race, their penultimate race of the year before they head off to Vegas for their championship season finale. So that'll be the Bulwark FR 150 presented by 5150 Energy Drink. We also have the Brown and Reich Petroleum Superstock Showdown, $1,000 to win there, Inex Legends and mini stocks. And then, hey, we're going to have trick-or-treating on the front straightaway and the Raymond's Trophy Fireworks Spooktacular.
Hey, don't forget
And that
about
would
the
be
kids.
even next to last race.
Say again?
That would be the next to last
The
race.
penultimate?
As well.
I
For
love
those
using
who-
that word.
I
That's
know.
really the only big word I know.
You can only use it once a year, too.
Right?
That's the
That's
problem.
it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Kids 10 and under, if they're dressed up, get in for free,
If
right?
you're wearing a costume,
Boom.
I'll tell you what, Derek Thorne, even if you wore a costume,
free.
because, I mean, with that baby face of
love
yours, you could probably get in for free.
I'm coming. I'm coming
He's
in the back
coming.
gate.
Yep, kids
Coming
10 and
back-
under in
I don't know if
costume,
he can
you're going to
the
get in
back gate
free.
but- Well, that's good. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. We'll get into the general stuff, which is national stuff, the flag that Lewis liked, America. And maybe I'll change that slide up for next year. We've been running that all year. Bill Dunlap, 75 years young, raced at the California Hot Rod Reunion. Did not win this year. He finished, lost in the semifinals. He won the first race in 1992. Heck of a guy.
Good
that
shot.
Bill. Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Good guy. We'll have the Fast Trip All-Area team coming up. The second annual year had 53 drivers, somewhere around that last year. I think we're approaching that again. Well over 40 drivers. Derek Thorne is qualified. 3 wins, you're in.
Who was our driver of the year last year?
I can't remember.
Are you serious right now?
It may have been
You don't
Derek
remember
Thorne.
I think it may have
think
been.
it may have been.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
I
I like
wasn't
those.
that
It's probably,
serious.
it's probably a typo.
I typo on a pretty big article. But
So
yeah,
we're
Derek
joined
is
with
the,
our reigning driver of the year.
the reigning driver of the
It was
year, who well-deserved honor last year.
It was an honor.
And that's coming out on December 17th. So look for that in print. So we haven't figured out the format fully on that, but it'll be a pretty good deal.
We appreciate you doing that, man.
Yeah. It's very
And,
nice.
Appreciate you doing that.
No problem. We had a little NASCAR race over the weekend, which all of us seemed to be pretty busy. I was at the drag strip, so I did not see it. I have it on tape, haven't watched it yet. And I think this is probably what it looked like much of the day.
Yeah.
That's Talladega.
It
There
is.
you go. Pack
wide.
racing. 3
Don't-
wide. And everybody behaved.
For the most part.
For the most
absolutely.
part. There's a little
Yep.
one. Casey Mears got caught up in a little one.
Yep.
There was no big one. Big one would be, what, 10, 12 cars?
Oh, yeah.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
Sometimes 15, 20.
I think Joey Logano's Jackman got fired.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Hey, that was maybe
amazing.
the highlight of the race. I talked to actually Ryan Holt from the Condor said he tried to watch some NASCAR racing. And he's watching. He says the best thing was the dude left the track with his jack dragging around.
And I mean, not at like 40 miles
No,
an hour,
He was on the chip.
but yeah, but at 180 miles an hour. You know,
Did you
that's
see the
crazy.
Did you see the pictures of that jack when they were done with it?
Yeah, done.
It was actually in pretty good shape for what it
Right,
went
the
through.
wheels look like they were
yeah.
scrubbed off pretty good.
That's
But
a great marketing tool.
absolutely,
I mean, to take your jack
our
out on the
Jack
track,
survived.
make a lap, and come back and win.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That's a
good.
pretty good day.
Yeah.
So Mr. Logano wins, and he's pretty happy because he's in.
He's
He
in.
advances.
Yep.
That's gotta be stressful, man. You go to Talladega, which is the most unpredicted racetrack of the year. You're 4 or 5 guys, don't know if you're in or not, and you just have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, we saw what JGR, the race team, did, cruising in the back of the field. I mean, all day long, going against everything that a racer's supposed to do. Isn't that right, Derek?
That's it. You got to play the game.
Yeah, and it paid off for him. So all 4 JGR cars are in the round of 8. So half the field in the round of 8 are Joe Gibbs racing machines.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
that's pretty impressive. Kevin Harvick 7th, and a little tit-tat afterwards in the pits, I guess, which I didn't see either. So
That's what Harvick does. He likes to ruffle some
With his
feathers.
teammate, right?
so-
Wasn't it
with the
his
teammate,
Yeah.
Mr.
Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch.
Yeah.
Ryan Reed, Xfinity driver from Bakersfield, making his Sprint Cup debut. And we're better to make a Sprint Cup debut than at Talladega in a chase race.
Yeah, just put him right in the fire.
Yeah.
Just don't even, hey, we're good. No, don't start at Martinsville the next weekend.
right.
Just throw him in there in Talladega.
Yeah, where anything can happen. And he, I say he did a serviceable job. He said he would have liked to finish a little higher, but caused no problems. Probably learned a ton, and brought the car home with no scratches, as he said. So
Yeah.
good deal for him. Casey Mears got caught up in the little one, finished 39th. Not a good day for him, but 3 Bakersfield drivers, not a bad deal.
That's going to be a pretty good stat for 3 guys in one town. I wonder if there's any bigger stat than that for people in
I don't
the Cup
think so.
Series.
Well, maybe those guys from Alabama, maybe the Alabama gang back in the day, but I don't think there's been anybody like that from the same hometown start a Sprint Cup race.
Let alone from the state of California.
Right.
Back in the Indy 500 days, you had Rick Mears, Roger Mears, and George Snyder all start one race. And that was the first race Roger qualified. That's when they had, what's his name? Crashed up in the second row. Penske driver caused a big crash. Roger was toward the back and got run over by Dale Winnington. Did not make a lap and was out of the race. There were like 8 cars out of the race at
Before
the
they
drop of the
completed
grid.
a first-
I mean,
first
he
lap.
didn't even, because the crashing started right before the start-finish line.
Right.
But there were 3 cars, and I think the next year we had 3 drivers in the Indy 500, which is a heck of a deal when you consider that's a 33-car field, and
Yeah.
back then it was the stellar race.
pretty
I
good
mean,
percentages.
Bakersfield is becoming the hotbed of professional sports,
yeah,
right?
for
We got 2 NFL quarterbacks starting, right? And last Sunday, 3 guys in the Sprint Cup.
Yeah, now
So
we've
pretty
got
exciting.
1 quarterback starting because when you play for the Cleveland Browns, you don't play quarterback very long before you're injured.
NFL not for long.
Not for long
Yeah.
when you're a quarterback for the Cleveland.
Yeah,
Browns.
they don't take care of him. Is he injured? Concussion last
Concussion.
weekend? Yeah, bummer.
Protocol.
Hope he gets well
Yep.
soon.
Concussion. So now they're on their
6 quarterbacks?
6th quarterback,
Kevin
I
Hogan.
believe. Kevin Hogan.
Wow.
Holy cow.
So-
Brian Olson knows a little too much about the
About the
Cleveland,
Cleveland
Browns.
So forget on this on the Sprint Cup. 8 down to 8. So
Yep.
these 8 are going on. They're all tied in points, heading to Martinsville, Phoenix, then Texas.
No, other way around. Martinsville, Texas, then Phoenix.
Phoenix
Yeah.
is last. Sorry, and it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
I'm liking Harvick's chances.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely good at Phoenix. Does okay at Texas and Martinsville. I think that's more of a wild card than Talladega sometimes, right?
I like the sigh of relief for them 8 is the fact that Truex isn't in that deal. He's
Yeah.
been pretty strong all year, a lot of them tracks. That's got to be, you go into the deal even locked in, some of the strategies just keeping a guy that you don't want to have to compete against in the final 4 or 8 out.
Right, and I think a lot of people were unhappy when they saw Harvick win a race
Yeah.
for that same reason because he's the type he just advances.
You back him into a corner, he just swings hard and hits and makes home runs.
Oh, Ader.
And he's going to Phoenix, which is always
Always good.
Always a good track.
Mentally, he's got to know going in there, he's got a great chance.
Yeah.
So, even if he's behind.
And when you look at the grid, I mean, guys could go. We could have 3 different winners, and so there's 3 of the 4 that are locked in. So that 4th spot is going to be highly sought after.
Yeah,
and
I
it's going to
think
be highly
it's going to be fun.
competitive.
It's going to be a good time.
It's crazy to see that only 1 Hendrick car up on that list.
I
It's kind
know.
of interesting,
Yeah.
Only 1. So
So here's my 4. Let's go back to that. I'm going to go, as much as I hate to say it, Logano, Harvick, Hamlin, and Kyle Busch will be my final 4.
It's pretty solid.
That's a solid one. I wouldn't argue.
Yeah.
Logano, you really had to go there.
I really, you guys made it. He's claymation character. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't think he's human. He's made out of claymation.
He hasn't pissed anybody off recently, right?
No, but I think
not
he's
fixing
about to.
He's not fixing to get wrecked.
I think he's about to piss some people off. Martinsville.
might be.
Yeah.
Kansas is right there.
Yeah.
Remember a little payback from last year.
Oh,
Martinsville.
that's right.
Yeah, so he may not make it.
He may not make it out of there.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there at Martinsville.
Little Days
Yeah.
of Thunder.
Get on to the Xfinity Series real fast. They've got to wait another week. They take all this build-up and
Yeah.
they don't race until November 5th at Texas. And there's the points. They've had one race already in their 8 series, and Ryan Reed's just a couple points out. He could go either way for him. He has to have a good finish at Texas, without a doubt. He needs a good finish there.
I think it might be Suarez's year.
It's looking that way.
Yeah, but you got to be the sentimental favorite. Got to be Blake Cook. I mean, the guy.
Right.
I mean, underfunded team to be sitting there in third in points that's pretty impressive. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
So what I think I'll do here is cut out of this a little early,
'Kay.
come back, have a little more time to talk about the SRR race at Kern County Raceway Park.
Sounds good.
Okay.